for you, and we always want to have paneer in a way which is unique and different. So I thought, let me try out paneer do pyaja today. So let's start cooking this delicious dish called paneer do pyaja. These are the simple ingredients that we will need for the paneer do pyaza. When I talk about paneer do pyaza, I have the feel that it is pyaj, or what we call the onion used twice. Therefore, do pyaja there. Right. So here I have taken around 200 grams of paneer. What I have done is that I have soaked the paneer in hot water, very hot water. As you can see, it's so soft now because I have soaked in hot water, steaming hot water. Here I have around 6 or 7 cashew nuts, just half a tomato paste, just one red chili there. All these I'll make a nice paste in the mixie. Apart from that, here I have one chili which is not hot but just for the garnish, and some masalas, dry masalas, basic dry masalas, that is red chili powder, Kashmiri red chili powder for the color, around 2 teaspoons of coriander or jeera powder, dhania powder, and 1 teaspoon of cumin or jeera powder. Now if you can see, here is one recipe where I am using the coriander more than the jeera. Okay, apart from that, I have here one big onion cubed, in a way big slices there, and here another big onion but chopped very thin, and around 10 or 12 pods of garlic chopped, and here 1 inch of ginger also, that is also chopped there. Apart from that, of course, I will need 1 teaspoon or around 1.5 teaspoons of butter, and just a small pinch of, this is garam masala because I am using homemade, therefore it's just a pinch, otherwise it will be 1 teaspoon of garam masala. Of course, we can never forget what we call coriander or dhania patta. So let's start cooking. So I'm heating up a pan here, and I'm going to put here 1 and 2 tablespoons of oil there. If you want, you can reduce the amount of oil, however. And here now I'm going to mix up these 4 dry ingredients in some water. So I'm going to put some water here. So this is just small tablespoon of water there, and I'll mix all the 4 ingredients together like this. And this is what will go first into my pan. Okay, now I'll also put in a pinch of the turmeric powder. So and give it a nice mix there. So that's done, it's ready. Now let's get cooking. I'm putting a little bit of salt there just to avoid the splutter, and then first thing what I'll do is that I'm going to put in the masala paste there. Okay, so immediately the paste of the tomato and then the cashew nut and the chili goes in. Okay, just fry it for a second or two, and almost immediately we'll put in these 3 there. All of them go in. I'm trying to cook it in a different manner, sort of, because otherwise when we talk about the time that you put in the spices, that's what makes the difference to your dish. So I'm going to fry it till all the spice comes out, or in fact all the oil comes out from the spices. I've covered it for some time, just that this way we can really increase the speed of cooking. So you see how beautifully we have the merging of the spices there, and then the masala, is separating from the oil. Some more, and then actually we'll be done with the masalas. At this moment, we'll put in the big pieces of the onion and then fry it. So you can see how beautiful we have a color there, and now is the time, almost immediately we'll put in the cubes of paneer that we have soaked in hot water. This is very necessary if you want your paneer pieces to be very soft. And now in full flame we are going to fry them, the paneer pieces as well as the mixture there. Alright, so on high flame, this is happening on high flame now, and now we're also going to put in the butter. Right, so these are things we normally do not have every day, but when we have we have guests over, or we want to have something special and make every day special, these are recipes for times as those, right? Okay, so that way we will let it go on for some time. But now is the time when I just put in little bit of salt, not much because I'd already put in salt. And later we can check whether the salt is fine. And very, very gently we will just cover and cook for another 3 minutes on high flame. So after 3 minutes, just give it a nice turn. See, you have the nice browning there. Alright, and now again we're going to put in a little bit of water, hot boiling water. So might be just half a cup of water. This is not going to be very, very flowy, right? Just half a cup of water that I've put in. Alright, and I'll cover it again on slow flame for another 2 minutes. This is how it's looking, right? It's a beautiful light yellow color that we have, right? We'll increase the flame a little. So this has to be a patient work, right? You really need to be there, and you're bringing it up your dish just like you bring a baby, I guess. So that way, let it come to its full boil there. At this moment, you check in for the salt and close down. That's done actually. And then we will take some cream on the top. It's optional, but if you want to make it special, I had no cream today, so I have just taken out the milk top, right? When you boil milk, the top that you have, that's what I'm throwing in, just for that beautiful flavor. Okay, but I'm not mixing it thoroughly because once I mix it, the color becomes a little dull. So I'm leaving it like that, right? And that's done. But of course, I need to put in a little bit of coriander there, and of course not all of them, and I'm doing it after I'm shutting down the flame, because coriander loses the the color. It becomes very pale if you really put it on flame. So that's done. So that's my paneer do pyaza for you, and it's so soft that it'll melt in your mouth. And look at this blend of spices, something wonderful to be served to your family and your guest. I hope you like this recipe of mine. Do give a like and a thumbs up, and of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thank you so much for watching.